What's up friends, Chook here and welcome back to Planet Coaster. And unfortunately this is going to be the last episode as well. So we had a plan, we'll go over all this theming I've done over here in a sec. But we had a plan to make this sci-fi area up here and then do some fantasy stuff along the back and maybe some cowboy stuff along here. However, the FPS and just the lag and everything of this has hit hard and it's just becoming a chore to play rather than something I'm really enjoying. I was absolutely, and I still am, to be fair, I love this game. It's great. And maybe we'll come back to it and do like another park later on down the track, like after a few months or something, after I've had just a bit of a break of it for a while, with the knowledge of everything that we have done here. But at the moment, we are running it, I can't really show you, but up here I've got an FPS counter and we're at 9 FPS. And just doing anything, like clicking on this, look, it takes forever to come up and then you try and click something and it just takes forever to do anything and it's just like it's getting too frustrating. So I do apologize, as we were really getting into like we were probably two-thirds, maybe 4/5 of the way done. We just needed to finish up some stuff, but I just can't do it anymore. It's just brutal. Look how long this takes to do anything. So let's go through what I have done, and then we'll just like have a look at the park in general and make comments on what we think was good and what we think was bad and what we'll fix next time and all the rest of it. But last time we left off, we made all these rides at the back here, and I've themed this accordingly. So I was going to put all these rocks. You can see here that I've put all these rocks at the back. You can see, look how choppy this is. It's terrible. 9 FPS. And I was going to make like this whole rocky like area, like just rocks everywhere and it all coming up in different mountainous rock areas and all the rest of it. But it was, like I said, it was just a chore. Placing anything down just took way too long. So I did this back area. I put this big Star Destroyer in as like the centerpiece for the Star Wars land, which is great. And it goes straight through this coaster as well, which I really like. It's kind of like how we did with the pirate ship with the go-karts, right? Kind of just like on a different theming and a slightly bigger scale, I guess. But I really like that that part of it. And yeah, we've just gone through and I've just put AT-ATs on the corners, on this corner, on that corner, and on this middle bit here. Some TIE fighters here, and Vader's TIE fighter here. A Vader here who apparently is throwing up, which I'm not too sure about. His TIE fighter there, Kylo Ren's starship there as well. I made this like defense turret, and I made that into its own blueprint, so that if we just click on this, we can just see that it's just different parts of stuff, all like kind of chucked together. I put a little hose on the back here. Yeah, it's just stuff put together, and then I put like a turret on top. So I've littered them throughout the area as well. It's not particularly Star Wars, but it's it's sci-fi, and you could hypothetically see that in a Star Wars movie somewhere, something like that at least. Big sort of sci-fi looking building with a turret on the top, an orbital cannon, and yeah, like I said, some AT-ATs across the place. One in that corner. Two here under the big Star Destroyer, which whoever made this, kudos, dude. Like, that's fucking great. Look at it. It's amazing. My best friend Steve came over. He comes over most weeks on a Monday, and I was showing him this game because he plays City Skylines, and I was like, dude, get this theme park game. It's great. Da 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 da. And he's like, has anyone made a Star Destroyer yet? I'm like, I don't know. I'll find out. And that's what urged me to put that there. And then we've got like another massive Vader over here, and basically I just did similar stuff, and another TIE fighter here, AT-AT there. These cannon things. I put some bounty hunters, Boba Fett's, but Boba Fett is like the leader of the clones. Like, he was what they were cloned off, so we can call it clone bounty hunters, right? And some Vaders and stuff. So yeah, I was gonna like fill in all this blank space and stuff, like in amongst here with stuff, but it just, like I said, it just got tedious. Like, it's just so hard to do anything with how chunky this is at the moment. So unfortunately, that is where we're going to leave it as far as this park, or at least for the moment. Maybe if they like do some optimization updates or something, but like, it's so resource hungry, this game, and like, I got a decent PC, I got like 32 gig of RAM, and I got like a GTX 980 and stuff. So like I shouldn't be, having issues, but I am. But if we go through an overview of just like what we think was good and what we think was bad. Okay, so initially I think because I'd never played this before, and it's been quite a while since I've done like a city builder or a theme park builder, as it turns out. I didn't plan entrance too well, right? So this is like the fringe. This is the fringe of where you can build stuff. Like this is the dotted line. So really, I should have pushed this stuff like back a bit. I should have really started like up here, so we could put more stuff in and around here, and this monorail as well. Alternatively, not alternatively. Additionally, I was going to make the monorail go up and around here, and just take this stop out. But again, it took too long and it was frustrating, so I didn't end up doing it. But imagine that just goes in and around the back there, and it's more easy for people to get to places. But I think, yeah, the biggest key issue early game at least was this path being so small, and the fact that it was super long, and it was just a straight path, and everything we had at that point was off this path. So people would, and even now you can see here, people are getting bottlenecked up in here coming off the log ride, which is like super popular and stuff. $4 grand. And I think that's my favorite part of the whole park, actually, is the log ride that I made. I'm really happy with how that turned out. And the fact that it sprawls kind of like the whole, well, not the whole width, but quite a bit of the width of the park. And that it's actually a fairly good ride for the first thing I've ever made. Where is it? Testing? Like, it's not the best, but it's decent. What is this, actually? Thinking about it. Oh, this is pretty good as well. So yeah, okay. Well, then the two rides that I made, this is only losing because it broke down. Actually, were decent. Were pretty good. Granted, they're not a coaster with all the intricacies of coasters and stuff, but still, like, you got to be proud of what you've done if it works. So that's really good. But yeah, I think the next time we do it, we'll make this path not so long, and definitely won't make it as thin. And we'll like do some more like intricate pathing that like all links up and stuff. But we did fix it by putting these branching paths in here, and then all of this stuff over here that they can link up and all the rest of it. And then the big T intersection as well. So I think that worked out well in the end, but initially it was rough, right? Because remember, we were trying to get anyone at all to come down this way. And while it's not as popular as over there, you still got quite a few people queuing up for this. And you've got like a lot of people coming in and through this this path, which connects up obviously out to over here. And I think that was also a good idea as well. Is that as well as the monorail, which is awesome because it's basically permanently, it's broken down at the moment, which is unfortunate. But it's permanently got people queuing up for it. These paths that all connected, and you had 3 ways of getting to the other side of the park with a giant path, was really good, because that meant like if you were over here, you could just take this one. If you were in here, you could take this one. If you were over here, you could take that one, and it would get you there. If you didn't want that one, sorry, if you didn't want to take the monorail. So I think that's kind of crucial in a future park, if we end up doing it, is having multiple paths leading in and around other places, not just like I mentioned earlier, this one path that led to everything. You need to have multiple ways of getting to places. Otherwise, you just get too much foot traffic, and it just ends up being a giant headache. But yeah, that was good. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to get to the point where we're going to get to the old prestige thing, right? So this is 2 years until Classic, and it's still making us $2 grand, $1.5 grand actually. And there's a few others like our log ride, for example. This shouldn't be too far off, I wouldn't think. 4 years, okay. But this is still going so well. It's still making us so much money. So I really would have liked to see what happened to that, and how long it took to get to reviving. Okay, hold on. Yeah, there we go. So we're getting there, definitely getting there. And like, this is still making us 570. It's not the best, but still $570. Like, considering there are rides out there that are losing us money, it's not too bad. But you can see here, this is still, look at this. Look, it's just, everyone is just stuck at 6 FPS. So this was definitely our biggest flaw, was having this really popular ride, and just having other stuff around here, and just people getting stuck and whatever. So yeah, I think next time we'll branch it out a bit more and flesh it out a bit more so that it's not as bad. But overall, that's about it. Really, it's going to be a short one. But it was just a video to let you guys know that yeah, unfortunately this is going to be ending. To show you the theming that had been done, and if it was still running at even 30 frames or whatever, it's not too bad. But at 8, it's just brutal, and I just can't do it anymore. So I hope you understand, and I know I'm not alone on this. I've looked on forums and stuff, and people are just like, "What the hell? I can't get above 15 frames." Da 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 da. And I've adjusted settings and stuff, and it's still just the same. So yeah, there we go. All right. Well, either way, I hope you enjoyed that series. As I said, we might come back to it and do another park at some other point. We'll just have to see. Maybe in a few months, like I said, after I've had a bit of a cool down and got the irritation out of my system, I guess. The other thing is, right, at the moment we're at 8 frames. If I put this up to 3 speed, which is how you make your money and stuff, because like things are going triple the speed and all the rest of it, we're at 5. And like, look at this log, look at it, like, and these tentacles and stuff. Like, and if you try and actually place something, look how long it takes. It's terrible. So yeah, I hope you understand. Either way, enough of that. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.